Maring Students Union, Silay Morung, Dangsawa Pipa Mudar. Maring Students Union. Monsang Students Union, NG Lawrence Mongsang, Songsir Felix. All Moyon Students Union, CH Changtaden Moyon, Fabiola Chinir. Pochuri Students Union, Mupato Nute and Mushato. Paumai Naga Chudonomei, Me. Paumai Students Union, H. John Supuni. H. John and Supuni. Rangma Students Union, Heiko Kent and Kegoying Tep. Heiko Kent and Kegoying Tep. Tangkul Katanau Saklong, Simri Rising, and K. James Brilliantson. Sorry. May I call the attention of the Chakasang Students Union, Mr. Veto Vadio. Chakasang Students Union, may I request the Electoral College to please switch off your mobile.
Your attention, please. This is one important information from the Food Committee. It's a good news for all of us today. After the valedictory function, we will have a conference feast. But the good news is, for the dinner, it will be served only for the delegates and those of us who have official page. Thank you.
Once again, may I call the attention of the Chakasang Students Union representative, Veto Vadio. if Mr. Vetovadio fails to turn up, the Electoral College will be limited to 33, and CSU has to lose 1 vote. Once the polling process begins, we cannot entertain coming in, joining the Electoral College. Sorry for the inconveniences. Our election schedule is supposed to begin at 3 p.m., but because of circumstances, we are starting at 2:30. CSU Chakasang Students Union Electoral College member is on the way. Yes, Mr. Vetovadio, Chakasang Students Union. Yes. As announced earlier, I declare once again the following candidates, those who have filed their nominations and found valid. There are 4 candidates for the post of president. 1, Mr. Devi Yano from Angami Students Union. 2, Mr. Liremo R. Kikon from Lotus Students Union. Imlanger Jamir from Our Students Conference. Mr. Kegao Hyung Tep from Rengma Students Union. We have 4 candidates contesting for the post of president. Vice President, Mr. Ato Kiho Sumi. No contestant, just 1 candidate has filed the nomination. For the post of General Secretary, we have 2 contestants. 1, Mr. Digom Sapper Kate, representing all the Zeliangrong Students Union, and Mr. Supuni, representing Paumai Students Union. We have Secretary Education, Mr. Medovi Ri from Chakasang Students Union. He is the lone candidate. We have Secretary Social and Culture, Mr. Benjongakam Longchar, representing Our Students Conference. He is lone candidate. Secretary Publicity and Information, Mte Swiding, representing all the Liangrong Students Union, is lone candidate. Secretary Games and Sports, Mr. Kaisa Chakre, representing Mao Students Union. And we have Speaker, Mr. K.S. James Brilliangton, representing Tangkol Katamnao Saklong. He is a lone candidate. So we have two contesting posts, that is for the post of President and General Secretary. Before we go into polling process, and before I give instructions for the elections procedures, I would like to request the audience to please bear in mind that the election process is on through secret ballot, and we also seek your cooperation not to create any disturbances. And I would also like to inform the House that in the process of the election, other than election officials are not allowed to be in this area. So even the officials of Naga Students Federation, the organizing committee, are requested not to enter into this area. If anything urgent, the volunteers are here with us. The volunteers can communicate to the Election Commission. Therefore, we seek your cooperation. As announced, I shall call the candidates for self-introduction and a short speech, followed by instructions from the Election Commission and calling of the polling agent. So before I call upon the polling agent, I would like to have the time of the candidates presenting yourself to the House. As we begin the election process, I would like to request the intending candidates to please come over, take the stage, and you can take 3 to 5 minutes at the most. Introduce yourself, your aims, your commitment, why you want to serve the Federation. This time, due to paucity of time, we may not give time to the crowd, to the House to raise any questions, but the candidates itself shall introduce themselves and take time for 5 minutes. Now I call upon Mr. Devi Yano, the intending candidate for the post of President, to come and take his time.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Devi Yano, representing the Angami Students Union and contesting for the post of President NSF for the tenure 2021 to 2023. It is an honor to stand in front of the Naga intellectual and the Naga leaders this evening. Before I say a few words, I would like to say a thank you to each and every one of you for blessing me and for extending your cooperation during our tenure 2019 to 2021 under the leadership of Mr. Ahito. Today, on this historic day for the Nagas, mark my words with assurance. I humbly stand here for the NSF presidential race, reiterating my pledge for the service and cause of the Nagas. I reaffirm to serve our Naga people with dedication, giving my best for the Naga cause, and that is possible with your solidarity, your support, and your blessing. We Nagas have come of age, and we are now witnessing a crucial time with a peace talk between the government of NSF and the government of India, and also with the other Naga political groups at a crucial and advanced stage. The stakeholders, especially with the younger generation, we need to assert, affirm, and assure our rightful place, a place where Nagas are one wherever we are. Today, as the young generation, we must continue to dream and struggle till we the Nagas live as one without any barrier, boundaries, or without any artificial boundaries. Not foregoing the welfare of the students' community and the youths. As the president of NSF, if I'm elected, my utmost top priority will be felicitating and strengthening the ongoing peace talks between the NDANG government and the government of India till it comes to an honorable, inclusive, and acceptable of the protracted Naga solution. Today, as the presidential candidate representing the Angami Students' Union, I solicit your support, your cooperation, your prayer, and your blessing. And if I'm elected, I will not fail the Naga people. And I want the solidarity and the support of all the Nagas living across 4 nations, 2 nations, and 4 states. Thank you, and Kudalim.
Liromo Arkikon to take his time.
Most respected Election Commissioner, Member of Election Commission, my esteemed opponents, Honorable Member of the Electoral College, leaders and members of federating units, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor to present myself as presidential candidate of NSF for the tenure 2021-23. Well, I'm Liremo Kikont. I've served in NSF for consecutive third tenure as Camps and Sports Secretary for 2 tenure and General Secretary till now. Dear friends, I stand here with great zeal and vigor to serve the Naga people, to promote and to protect the interests of the students' community, to further the common issues of Naga people, that is, to live as one people, connected by our common history and united by our culture, values, and aspirations. If given a chance to serve this federation as the president of NSF, I assure you that I will use all my resource and ability to bring early and honorable settlement of the long-pending Naga political issue. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all aware of the deadlock that is preventing the final signing of the agreement between the government of India and the Naga negotiators. At this crucial juncture, both the Naga political groups, both the Naga political parties and overground civil organizations should be united by one voice, one faith, and by one hope. But this is clearly linking our society. This is clearly linking in our society to the advantage of our adversaries. Therefore, if given a chance, I will use all means of this good office to bring understanding and reconciliation among our Naga family. I shall also reach out to all Naga brothers and sisters living across other countries and other states within Indian state, within India, to bring understanding among each other, to understand each problems and needs, and to create a pathway to re-strengthen our relationship by creating a cohesive and vibrant Naga society. Dear friends, while thanking you for a full cooperation towards setting up of NSSP to check corruption in governance and to prevent backdoor appointment by setting up, constituting NSSP, yet we all know that it is yet to be functional. So if given a chance, I will steadfastly work to bring, steadfastly work that the demands, the genuine demands of the Naga society, students' community is honored by the government in letter and in spirit, and I shall see to it that the NSSP is made functional at the earliest. With this few visions and intentions, I stand here as a presidential candidate of NSF for the tenure 21-23. Therefore, I earnestly request all of you to cast your valuable votes in favor of me so that we shall once again work for the unified limb and glory of the Nagas. Thank you. Kugnalim.
Mr. Yilmanger Jamir, you may please take your time.
Most respected Election Commissioner, and all my dear fellow Naga brothers and sisters, a very good evening to all of you. My name is Yilmanger Jamir. I'm from our Naga tribe. I'm one of the intending candidate vying for the post of president of Naga Students Federation. Today, I stand before our fellow Naga brothers and sisters to express my feelings, my vision, my aspiration, why I want to serve the Federation with clear vision and mindset. It's indeed a high time for our Nagas to come together at this crucial juncture where we need to be united practically. We talk about brotherhood, but deep in our heart, are we united enough? If given a chance to serve the Federation, I assure our Naga brothers and sisters that I will give my best. I will dedicate with sincerity, commitment towards the Federation. My vision, my aspiration, why I'm vying for the post of president is this: to give unwavering support and our willing cooperation towards the ongoing Naga political talk with clear mindset and vision. The Naga Students Federation motto itself says, unified lamb and glory of the Nagas. It's high time that the Federation should take proactive participation in mitigating border-related issues and all Naga inhabited areas. So, if given an opportunity to serve the Federation, I assure you, you won't regret my dedication and commitment. Seeing the current scenario, the pandemic which the world, the Nagas are facing right now, it's high time that the Federation should take proper step towards self-employment and to become self-economic reliant among our educated and uneducated unemployed youth. So, if given an opportunity, I will facilitate and promote actively entrepreneurship among our youth to be self-reliant and to be self-dependent. Lastly, but not the least, Naga Student Federation, being the apex body of the Students Federation, if given an opportunity, I'll push for streamlining of education sector, for enhancing quality education, to protect and promote student welfare in all Naga inhabited areas. With these few words, I stand before our Naga brothers and sisters. My aspiration, my vision for our Naga society. And if you feel it's genuine enough, kindly vote your precious vote to the rightful candidate. Thank you, Kubnalam.
Mr. Kigwayung Tep.
Most respected Chief Election Commission and his esteemed members, my highest respect to the President, Naga Students Federation and his esteemed colleagues, my respect to the distinguished leaders of the Naga students community, my respect to all the ladies and gentlemen who is witnessing a change this afternoon. It is a great honor for me to be able to stand before you to address and introduce myself as the intending candidate for the post of president for the tenure 2021 to 2023. My name is Kohima Tep. I am representing the Rengma Students Union and so also the incumbent Secretary Education of the Naga Students Federation for the tenure 2019 to 2021. I joined the Federation in the year 2019 in the month of May with a conviction to serve the Nagas. As I work with my colleagues, with the leaders of the Nagas, I have seen lots of discriminations. I have felt lots of distinctions, and I never see the unity of the Nagas in reality. With a burden, I took this conviction to give myself to serve the Nagas, and I'm here today. And I thank God for this blessed opportunity to able to share some of my concerns as well as my aspirations towards the leaders of the Nagas. As far as Naga political issue is concerned, the Naga society is fragmented, fragile, and divided, not because we have a vision to unite, but because of our tribalistic approach, our regionalism, our egoistic, self-centered, the Nagas society is dividing. And Nagas leaders of today, we cannot afford to divide the Nagas. We cannot afford to further divide the Nagas at this point of time, taking note of the crucial journey of our Naga political movement. 70 years till today. As we all know that in the year 1947, the intellectuals of the Nagas, irrespective of communities, irrespective of major and minor communities, they came forward and formed this Naga Students Federation with a principle to articulate and to take forward the vision and the aspiration of the Nagas for self-determination. 70 years lapses. Today, we are divided and we are ready, we are preparing ourselves to further divide it. Today, I'm here to unite the Nagas. Today, I'm not here as one of the first Rengma to become the president of the Naga Students Federation. I'm not here to create a history, but I am here to change the game if you place me with a position to serve the Nagas in the capacity of president. I have a strong conviction to deliver what is right. I'm not here to serve the Nagas for my personal interests, but I am here to serve the Nagas for the interests of the Nagas. And if given an opportunity to serve, I will be your voice. Today, let me also remind all of us again and again that we cannot afford to further divide the Nagas. This moment, the Electoral College, the leaders of the Nagas, highest intellectual students' bodies, the only organization or federation which is unifying the entire Nagas, today utilize your wisdom, feel your heartbeat, and vote for who is best to lead the Nagas. Lastly but not the least, if given an opportunity to serve, I am here to deliver. I am here to represent the voice of the Nagas. May God bless all of us. I will serve the Naga Students Federation for unified limb and glory of the Nagas. Kognalim, thank you.
We have just heard from the 4 contesting candidates for the post of president. Now we have 1 candidate for the post of vice president, Mr. Atokiho Sumi.
Good evening, everyone. With all due respect from the Election Commission, my name is Atokiho Sumi, and I am representing All Sumi Students Union, intending candidate unopposed for the post of Vice President. For me, to serve the Nagas is an honor, and today, while getting an opportunity to serve in the Federation, I will stand firm and committed towards the interest of the Federation, while keeping in mind the trust, faith and belief of our Naga people on the Federation ability to address any issues. I also ensure that by serving in the Federation and by being a part of the Federation, I will also ensure that any issues that is confronting our Naga society, by working together hand to hand with our fellow colleagues, we will address any issues and will deliver in the best interest of our Naga people. I will also work cohesively with the NSF family with all sincerity and dedication to strengthen the Naga Students Federation. Thank you.
Thank you. We have 2 contesting candidates for the post of General Secretary. One, Mr. Digom Sape Kate.
Good evening, everyone. Most respected the Election Commissioner and members of the Naga Students Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Digom Sape Kate Ziliang, mostly known as Asape Ziliang. I represent the All Jelarong Students Union, Assam, Manipur, and Nagaland. It gives me great pride and honor, and I am deeply humbled to be standing here before you in this manner. Taking this privilege, I would like to commit to you that if I were given an opportunity to serve the Nagas in the capacity of General Secretary, Naga Students Federation, I shall dedicate my time with a sincere heart and with determination. I do not stand here today to give you false promises. However, I want to tell you with a sincere heart that I shall uphold the integrity of the Naga Students Federation, upholding and abiding by the Constitution of the Naga Students Federation. We should march together for a unified limb and glory of the Nagas. Thank you, Kuknalim.
Mr. Supuni.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Supuni NG, representing the Pumai Naga Sudumaime. I am an incumbent AGS of the Naga Students Federation, and I'm one of the aspiring candidates for the post of General Secretary. Due to paucity of time, I'll refrain myself from addressing any one of you individually. However, be rest assured that each one of you have my highest respect. At the outset, I thank the Almighty God for giving us this wonderful platform to present ourselves before the Naga people to decide what is best for their future. It has been a privilege serving the Naga people in my humble capacity as the AGS. Though I have my shortcomings, I want to assure each one of you that I had given my best in whichever little capacity that the Federation and the Naga people needs me. I aspire to be the GS of the Naga Students Federation, not for popularity, not in a quest for personal gains, but only with the sole aim to bring the Naga family together, and also ensure that the Federation works towards ensuring and addressing student welfare issues that comes before us. I aspire to work earnestly in order to ensure that the protracted Naga issue is brought to a logical conclusion in line with the views of the Naga people, which is inclusive, honorable, and acceptable to each one of us. If given a chance, I stand before each one of you on this platform to serve the Naga Students Federation and the Naga people with sincerity and integrity, and ensure that the motto of the Naga Students Federation, which is for unified limb and glory of the Nagas, is upheld no matter what. It is truly saddening to see that we have 4 presidential candidates, but whoever comes out as the winner, I publicly ensure my allegiance towards each one of you and ensure that we'll collectively work together in order to uphold the Naga Students Federation and also the will of the Naga people. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We have Mr. Medovi Ri for the post of Secretary Education.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I give glory and honor to our Almighty God for giving us this wonderful time. Respected our Chief Election Commission and his team, President Naga Student Federations and his colleagues, unit presidents,
and my dear Naga brother and sister present here. Well, my name is Medovi Shri. I belong to Chekasan tribe, hail from Zavame village. I did my graduation in the year 2011 and my Bachelor of Education in the year 2015. By the grace of God, for the last decade, I have actively served in student community, ranging from my village to my range to my tribe level. So with the past experience, I'm confident that if I were given a capacity to serve the student federations in the capacity of Secretary Education, I pledge to serve the federations in a spirit of fidelity and commitment to fight for justice, equality, in accord with for unified limbs and glories of Nagas. I would like to end well-known quote to my tribe, which is, "Let the welfare of the people be the final law." Kutnalim.
Mr. Benjonga Kamlongchar for the post of Secretary Social and Culture.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I stand here as a young Naga patriot with the conviction, with the commitment, with a vision, with zeal and enthusiasm to serve the Naga brothers and sisters. Today, I stand here representing the All Students Conference, vying for the post of Social and Culture Secretary, Naga Students Federation. I have joined the students' movement since I was very young. It has been more than a decade serving the students' fraternity in my small capacity that has been given to me by my village, my range, my own Our Students Conference, and the All Nagaland College Students Union in different capacities. Today, I commit myself to serve the Naga people from beyond the international boundaries and the other states if given a chance to serve the Federation. While serving in different organizations, in different capacities, I have cherished and admired the platform of the Naga Students Federation, and it was a long cherished dream for me to be standing here in front of my Naga brothers and sisters, appealing for your support and cooperation. Today, I also thank the entire Naga brothers and sisters for declaring my candidature unopposed, and for which I commit myself once again to work for unified limb and glory of the Nagas. Thank you, Kuknalim.
Mr. Nteshuding for the post of Secretary, Publicity and Information.
Good evening, everyone. Indeed, it's a great day. Respected Chairperson, Election Commission, President and colleagues, Naga Student Federation, units and sub-units, seniors, leaders, invitees, and my dear comrades from far and near. On this historic 29th General Conference of Naga Student Federation. Well, my name is Nteshuding, representing all Jelarong Students Union in particular and Nagas in general. I'm always grateful to God and to our people for every single opportunity given to me, because there is no greater joy for me than serving humanity. A single finger is weak, but all 5 fingers combined is a fist, and it's a strong fist.
Therefore, we must unite at all times and be prepared to embrace the future which is way forward. I'm here not to promise anything today because Naga Student Federation is for everyone. Therefore, I say, together we can. I'm proud to be a Naga by blood and birth, and not by choice. I'm a man with few words, but I can reaffirm that I dedicate in achieving any opportunity to me. We must learn about each other so that we will understand each other. With the experience learned from individuals and different student organizations and from each and every one of you, I shall do my best for the Nagas by holding solid ground. The service we do for others is the rent we pay for our room on earth. I repeat, the service we do for others is the rent we pay for our room on earth. Thank you, Kuknalim.
Mr. Kaisa Chakre for the post of Secretary Games and Sports.
Good evening, everyone. Respected Chief Election Commissioner, Member Election Commission, ladies and gentlemen. I am Kaisa Chakre, belong to Mao community, but I stand here today as a true Naga. Petitioning for the post of Secretary Games and Sports. I have been a fervent and an active member of NSF, being affiliated with the seniors of the fraternity through several activities as volunteers for the cause of the Nagas. Therefore, I would, in absolution, wish to serve and put forth my highest zenith of caliber in strengthening the Naga cause for unified limb and glory of the Nagas. Thank you, Kuknalim.
That is all from the Executive Council. Now, Assembly organ. We have Mr. K.S. James Brilliantson for the post of Speaker.
First of all, I would like to give thanks to Almighty God for keeping us safe and giving us such a wonderful moment to share our point of view. Most respected Election Commissioner, NSF incumbent President, all the federating units, and my dear Naga brothers and sisters. This is James Brilliantson Kashung, representing TKS for the post of VP. Oh, no, for the post of Speaker. Sorry, for the post of Speaker. Assembly Affairs, tenure 2021 to 2023. Yeah, whatever I want to mention over here, it has been already mentioned by all our dear brothers who are intending for their respective posts. But yeah, from my side, I would like to clear it out from my end, which is my aim and objectives is to strengthen the NSF, since it is the highest apex body of all Nagas, against all odds and all artificial boundaries. So I will never say and proclaim myself that I belong to Southern Nagalands or this and that. When I say Naga, it is all about families. And at the end of the day, our goals are one. And when I say our goals are one, it always reflects to the motto of NSF, which is for greater limb and for the glories of Nagas. So this is one point which I wanted to clear from my end. And finally, last but not the least, since I'm opting for this speaker post of NSF, I will always abide with the constitution of NSF, and I believe in teamwork, and also I believe in collective and inclusive decision. So I hope and really look forward to all the upcoming intending candidates, whoever it comes, whoever they may be. I really look forward to work with them by joining hands together, and let us all come together and take this NSF to the phoenix. Kuknalim, thank you.
Thank you to all the candidates. You have given your commitment, and the people around you stand witness. Therefore, we truly hope and believe that whatever you have committed, you will be able to live and walk the talk. We look forward through your commitment, through your leadership, that the Naga society will progress. I would also, on behalf of the Election Commission, would like to wish the contesting candidates the best, and may the best win. Before we enter into polling process, I would like to first of all introduce the election officials for today. I am K. Ilundang, the chairman of Election Commission. Mr. Joseph NGOURI, he is one of the members of Election Commission, and unfortunately one of our members could not be with us today. Yesterday he was here, but because of unavoidable circumstances he had to leave us behind. We have Ms. Sylvia Remai. She is the returning officer for today's election. We have Lui Kang Bruce, presiding officer. We have Vimeko, who is also the president of All Nagaland College Students Union. He is one of the polling officer. Mr. Teninbillo Him, he is the second polling officer. So we are a team here. We will be conducting the election. As said earlier, we solicit your cooperation, and we hope that the election process will go smoothly. You have all the candidates and the units. You have been cooperating with the Election Commission since the day we issued since the day of the announcement of election and the issue of Model Code of Conduct, and we have come thus far. Thank you so much for that, and we will start the process. May I call upon the polling agent of each of the contesting candidates to come over and take your seats. One, Mr. Pete Kritio Kihyo, polling officer, polling agent for Mr. Devi Yano. Mr. Chumben Lotha, polling agent for Liramo R. Kikon. Mr. Longposem Jamir, polling agent for Mr. Yimlanger Jamir. Mr. Haiwalo Kath, polling agent for Mr. Kegwayung Tep. For General Secretary, Polling agent for Mr. Digom Sapek Kate, Francis Numai. Mr. Francis Numai. Polling agent for Mr. Sipuni NG, Mr. Peter Yonyo. Polling agent for Sipuni NG, Peter Yonyo. All the polling agents are seated. Now, let me give instructions as we go for voting. Ballot box. We have 2 ballot boxes we have prepared, one for General Secretary, one for President. Open. We have 2 ballot boxes prepared for, one for President, one for General Secretary. And as we call up the Electoral College, 2 from each unit shall come up. 1 remains standing here. 1 will go, cast his vote for President, come back, collect the ballot paper, cast for General Secretary. Then, after casting the votes, exit, you have to take that road, and you may be seated outside. You are not permitted to come back and sit in your chair. Ballot box for President, we have prepared. This is the ballot box. Any objection? Polling agent? The ballot box will be locked. Till vote casting is over, the ballot box will be locked. Thank you. That is ballot box, okay. Ballot paper, we have 2 colors. This blue color for the post of President. We have prepared with 2 colors. This blue color is for the post of President. Polling agents. This is the ballot paper. We have given here instructions. As you go for voting, as you go for casting your vote, please see the instruction. Please see the instruction. Here it says important instruction for voters. Wrong tick. If in the box, in this box, if any of you touches the line, then the vote may be invalidated. As you cast your vote, your tick has to be within the box, not touching any of the corner. This is correct, but this is wrong. Please see the instruction. And folding of paper, ballot paper. We have given here correct folding, this side. This is wrong. If you tick your vote here, and then if you fold it like this is invalid. Okay. This is invalid. If you fold it like this is invalid. But this is correct. Please be careful. You see the instructions. You are supposed to fold your paper, ballot paper like this. Slending. Please make sure that you fold your paper in the correct way. This, I repeat, if you fold it like this is invalid. This is not a new system. This system the NSF have been following for the past many elections. This is not something new that we have introduced. Please remember. And this time, for your information, we have given very clear instructions. For the first time, we have introduced this instruction. So, one fold, two fold, then third fold ballot box. Please don't miss this. In the past, we have encountered this problem. Repeatedly, I am appealing to the voters, please don't be careless. Please don't allow us to invalidate your valuable votes. So, paper folding instruction, and then when you cast your vote, please make sure that it is supposed to be within the box. You are not supposed to touch any of the lines within the box. Similarly, for the post of General Secretary, this, I don't know, is it pink color? Not red. Anyway. Similarly, even for the post of General Secretary, same procedure, folding of paper. You have locked the ballot box. Okay. Then, as I said, two at a time as we announce your name. One standing here, wait for your other colleague till he or she finishes casting her vote. And the moment once he finishes voting, then you can follow suit. And exit, as I have already mentioned, you'll have to take that and go out. You will not be allowed to come back to your seat. And for your information, President, this time we have 4 candidates. But General Secretary, we have 2 contesting candidates. And this is conventional. This is what NSF practices in the past, and we will be introducing the same system. 2 candidates contesting for the post of General Secretary. The magic number is 18. So once the candidate crosses 17 and hit the mark 18, there we stop counting. Please be clear. Once we reach the magic number 18, then even the Election Commission does not check the vote, but we destroy it and declare elected. So please be clear of this. Number 2, in the event of tie, as per the provision of the Constitution of Naga Students Federation, in the event of a tie in the Election Commission shall invite the President of the Federation to cast his or her vote. This is found in Article 26, Clause 3, Subclause F. This is clearly enshrined in the Constitution. So, in the event of tie, the President shall decide. And in this process, the Constitution also empowers the Election Commission that the decision of the Election Commission shall be final and binding in the event of any controversy, any disputes while election process is on, then the decision of the Election Commission shall prevail. Now, for the polling officers, the returning officer shall issue the ballot paper. Then all the polling agent can see the ballot paper. If there is any objection, then you may raise. The polling officer, Mr. Tenibilo, will be sitting in the corner. Once everything is cleared, he will give his signature, and the voter can take the ballot paper and cast his vote. We have prepared the polling agent. May go and see the vote. You can go and see. You can go and see that. Presiding returning officer shall issue the ballot paper. Is there any confusion, anything from the Electoral College before we? All Sumi Students Union, Mr. Hotoshe Kits and Atokiho Sumi. all Zeliangrong Students Union, Digom Sapekate, and Teiswiding. Next, we have Angami Students Union, Devi Yano, and Vizoko Zashumo.
This is very double over. This is in only full loss, there is double. What they want to make double box like this.
Anal Lenrual Tangpi, P.S. Kingson and H.L. Rielson. Next, we have Chakasang Students Union, Veto Vadio, and Medovi Ri. Veto. Lamkang Students Union, Sankil Setlingam, and Pilbung Joni. Sankil. Next, Lotha Students Union, Liremo Arkikon, Zanbon Muri. Mao Students Union, Mariko O. Lerina, and Kaiser Chakre. Maram Karalime Sujoykang, Maram Students in Bosco Kusung and Matthias Hingba. Maring Students Union, Shilei Morung and Dangsawa Pipa Modar. Monsang Students Union, NG Lawrence Mongsang and Songsir Felix.
You want to be
All Moyon Students Union, Changtaden Moyon and Fabiola Chinil. Pottery Students Union, Mupato, Mushuto, Mupato and Mushuto.
I'm telling that you're doing good.
Pomai Naga Chudomaime PNTM H. John and Supni.
Fine.
Ragma Students Union, Heiko Kent and Kegoyong Tep. TKS, Tangkul Katamnau Saklong, Shimri Rising, and James Brilliantson.
Where is it? It's in the sit down and go on this scale. Where's the green? Counting agent. Where's the one? It's again maybe produce them.
Here's my phone.
Is that your wish, but don't.
No, you'll take over, not me. He's coming now.
Okay, where is it?
With this, we come to an end of the casting of votes. Total vote casted, 34. Voting starts at 3:40 p.m. and ends at 4:35 p.m. With this, we closed casting of votes. Now, may I request the polling agent to go back. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for extending your cooperation we have successfully completed casting of votes. Now we shall go for counting. We shall go for counting. May I call upon the counting agents to come and take their seats. Counting agent for Mr. Devi Yano is Nichetio Nobert Mere. Counting agent for Liremo Arkikon, Pitungo Lotha. Counting agent for Yinlanger Jamir, Onenpong. Onenpong. Counting agent for Kegoyum Tep, Kesolo Jemu. Counting agent for Digum Sapakate, General Secretary, I. James Pame. Counting agent for Sipuni NG, Asar Clement. Now we shall open the ballot box. We will count the votes first for the post of General Secretary, And after the counting is cleared for General Secretary, we will move into counting of votes for President. Now, we will open the ballot box. You have to be very careful now. My colleague, Mr. Joseph NGOURI, he will pick the ballot paper. He will show it to the polling counting agents. Then I will declare the result. First vote in favor of Mr. Sipuni. Sipuni, Philo. 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 Digum Sapek Khate. Sipuni, Philo. Digom Sapek Khate. Digom Sapek Khate. Digom Sapek Khate. Sipuni Philo. Sipuni Philo. Digum Sape Kate. Sipuni Philo. Digum Sape Kate. Sipuni Philo. Sipuni Philo. Sipuni Philo. Sipuni Philo. Sipuni Philo. 17. Last. Digum Sape Kate. Digum Sape Kate. Sipuni Philo. With this, counting for the post of General Secretary will be stopped. He has crossed the magic number. Thank you. Yeah. Is it done? Now may I call the counting agent for the President. Where is the General Secretary of the box? Lock it, lock it. So, as said earlier, folding, taking. Ready? Now we shall open the ballot box for the post of President. The first vote goes in favor of Mr. Devi Yano. Kegoyung Tep. 최고위원 뎁, 리레모 R 기권, 최고위원 뎁, 데비 야노, 데비 야노, 최고위원 뎁, 리레모 R 기권, 최고위원 뎁, 최고위원 뎁, 최고위원 뎁, 데비 야노, 데비 야노, 리레모 R 기권, 최고위원 뎁, 최고위원 뎁, 최고위원 뎁, 데비 야노, 임랑을 자밀, 최고위원 뎁, 데비 야노, 데비 야노, 최고위원 뎁, Liremo R. Kikon. Kegoyung Tep. Devi Yano. Devi Yano. Imlanger Jamir. Liremo R. Kikon. Devi Yano. Kegoyung Tep. So you want to finish it or just finish it? Finish it. Yeah. You want to finish it? Okay. You want to finish it? Huh? Yes, yes. Oh, stop here. Okay. How much? Yeah? Well, give me the. Done. The counting agent have decided to stop counting from here. I declare the winner, Mr. Kegoyung Tep, as the new president of Naga Students Federation for the tenure 2021 to 2023, and Supuni NG Philo, the new general secretary of Naga Students Federation for the tenure 2021 to 2023. For the information of the candidates, go ahead. For the information of the candidates, the Election Commission declare the election result 2021. President, Mr. Kegoyung Tep. Vice President, Mr. Ato Kiho Sumi. General Secretary, Mr. Supuni NG. Secretary Education, Medovi Ri. Secretary Social and Culture, Banjonga Kam Longchar. Secretary Publicity and Information, Ntei Suding. Secretary Games and Sport, Kaiser Chakre. Speaker, Federal Assembly, Mr. K.S. James Brilliant Son. Thank you, everyone. And the winning candidates, you are requested to come on stage for some briefings. Candidates declared, you are requested to come on stage for some briefing. Candidates, winning candidates, elected unopposed, please come on stage. Thank you. All the newly elected officials, please come on stage.
Sir, thank you for your blessings.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, all of you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for your blessings.
With this, we come to an end, the process of election, and in the valedictory program, we shall issue election certificate and oath-taking ceremony. Thank you.
Hello. We need some volunteers on the stage, please. We need 2-3 volunteers on the stage. We need 2-3 volunteers on the stage, please.
20 minutes or so, we start the elective session.
Election process is over. We sincerely thank the Election Commission for wonderfully doing the job. All the delegates, we will start the valedictory session sharp at 5:30. So you are requested to be around. Your attention please, we will start the valedictory session sharp at 5:30. Therefore, all the delegates, you are requested to be around.